If you need fireworks for New Year's Eve, PyroSpot Fireworks is open right now. Go and get your mortars, your rockets, all the best quality fireworks you could buy locally.
I don't want mortars and rockets.
What do you want?
I want all the little handhelds. I want
little tanks, smoke bombs.
Little tank, that's what they call me. I want the sparklers, the little tanks. Give me all the little, the tiny guys.
They've got all that, everything you could possibly want and more, plus screens inside the tent that will show you what each mortar, cake, and rocket will do.
It's a better buying experience. The staff is phenomenal, and it's owned by our buddy Craig, and we've been working with him for a very long time. He basically loves fireworks so much, he's going to pick the best stuff for you.
And a brand new location this year right in front of the Seminole Town Center Mall in Sanford. So you've got your original Longwood location, your location in Eustis, and a new location in Sanford right in front of the Seminole Town Center. All the information is on iwantfireworks.com. It's our friends at PyroSpot.
Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's the 2021 A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan End of the Year Awards.
With appearances by Greenie and Mr. Snarts with Olivia Rodrigo, Morgan Wallen featuring Dog the Bounty Hunter, and Travis Barker with their version of Time for Bath. A special performance from Cadillac Pat and the Orlando Men's Gay Chorus. A first time anywhere performance from the mesmerizing technological marvel that is hologram Chungus Glorioso. And now, here are your hosts, Tom and Dan.
All right, we're back!
Oh, man.
We're open again, baby!
Wide open now.
We were closed, baby.
Anything else?
That's why we, because we were closed. That's why we got
We're closed, but now we're open again.
actively firing.
And we made it to the end of the year
Wait, are you
awards.
guys firing me because I gave you COVID?
No.
Hiring you.
We're hiring you.
Okay.
Yeah, rehiring you.
Yeah, we're rehiring you because, only the closest people give you COVID. That's what I say.
So we're back in studio after COVID, and we, like I said,
How
we're
you
back
feeling?
open.
How you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling fine right now.
I forgot I was supposed to be here today. That COVID brain.
I lost my sense of taste
Did you?
couple times. Yeah.
Huh. I never did that. That didn't happen.
Mine would come and go, and it would be weird. Like, I'd be eating spicy pork rinds, and I'd be like, oh, these are spicy. And then I'd be like, can't taste them anymore. And they'd go away. It's fucking weird, dude.
Is that psychosomatic?
Swear to God. Well, we don't know. Nobody knows. I'm willing to fully go. Yeah, could be. But
well, you had COVID, and people do lose the taste. So it
was
But
weird.
men eating? Men eating pork rinds?
I'm like, and that's the worst, because I was like, these are delicious. And I got nothing. No, I lost it. It's like losing the frequency of a radio station you like.
So this year's Best Worst Awards, we've got a lot more than we did last year because we actually kept track throughout the year.
Well, Samantha started way early. I think we even talked about this last time. Yeah. We were like discussing about how let's do it right. Let's give it a go.
Yeah. Although we would go on and off remembering let's go and so we'd get them a bunch
like
and then
anybody
we'd forget a while.
with a fitness program or a diet, we'd be like, yeah, I'm doing it. Like EJ with push-ups. Like, I'm doing it.
Yeah. All at once, then nothing for a long time.
It's like me with my Instagram right now. If you notice, I'm all into stories. I'm like, I'm gonna give them a lot of stories. I do that for about 2 days, and I'm like, I can't do this. Takes too long.
Never do the stories.
It's just too hard. God.
But because we have more than we did last year, let's get to it.
All right, buddy.
And our first award, we have Best Hot Take.
All right.
Which, a little bit behind the scenes, most of our hot takes, we don't actually give a shit about.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
Mediocre take.
Yeah, we don't actually believe in it.
What do we give a shit about?
Not much. Not much.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Best Hot Take. PTSD Spectrum.
This is going to make a lot of people mad.
That should be the name of your book.
But when someone says they got PTSD and they're not like a war veteran, you know what I'm saying? I think there should be two names.
Yeah.
Because then now here's the problem with Josh. He's seen a lot of bad stuff.
Terrible things, I'm sure.
Being a paramedic.
You think there should be like fought for the country, military, PTSD.
Yeah, there should be a
I'm
spectrum.
An American hero. And then on the other side, there's the...
And then it's like, my dad was an alcoholic, and then like, well, did he abuse you?
you want
like, no.
Yeah,
Like, he didn't abuse me, but he drank too much.
What if they did abuse you? Because my therapist said I have PTSD.
Well, that's a level up.
I'm a war veteran.
What Tom is saying is
but you're less than the war veteran.
Then you have the war veteran who watched his entire platoon die, right? Who watched, 70 of his best bros who are defending our country die.
And
then you have the one guy who watched his grandfather have a heart attack at Walmart. And it's the same. It's not the same.
There's a spectrum of PTSD.
It's not the same.
Put an alphabet. PTSD A is the worst. Like that's World War One. You're in the some
trenches.
sort of bunker.
And PTSD is my girlfriend cheated on me.
Yes.
Compliments.
With what that guy was saying is like, why can't you do that if I'm just trying to give someone a compliment, nothing else, and not trying to hit on them, blah, blah, blah. And it only works, I thought about this a lot, like, it doesn't work if the girl is actually, like, and this is all subjective, but societally attractive.
Yes.
Because they get that all the time from creepers and from other people. It only works if you tell it to an ugly person.
Wow.
And follow me here.
Hold on.
Because they will appreciate it, and then...
I'm writing this down for hot take.
I really enjoyed this hot take. That would slap my cheeks a little. I didn't expect that.
Oh, not an ugly person.
He got us, didn't he?
You got to be a ghoul before it works.
Well, then
it's
they'll...
a compliment.
Unfortunate records.
Most records that you just happen upon yourself because you were born that way.
It's an unfortunate record.
It's an unfortunate record.
Unfortunate record.
Like
hey, look, this is the world's fattest smoking baby. All right.
There should be just a whole category in the Guinness Book of World Records just called unfortunate records, which is like, it can't be anybody who grew their hair the longest or the fingernails because you caused that.
Yeah.
Or any skill.
It's got to be like largest elephantitis of the scrotum.
Tallest, largest, shortest,
biggest eyeball
smallest.
tumor.
Yeah.
Biggest mouth.
Yeah. All the body parts, the longest fingers.
Who has the biggest teeth?
Yeah, biggest teeth.
Biggest teeth, that's a
biggest, smallest.
No,
it's all unfortunate.
Oh
man. That's why I don't listen to the show.
Why'd we put that one first? It's like we had to all sit around and it's like, the name of this bit is listen to your own show, you idiots. And I'm like, I don't want to listen
That's what this whole show is.
I don't want to listen to this.
And I'm like, man, I say some horrible things.
I stand behind the PTSD
I think
one, though.
all three of those were you, right? I think all three of those were you.
You do a lot
You're
of hot
take
takes.
Tommy.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm just a living hot take, right? Because I'm unfortunately small. And man, as I lose weight, the fat was making my body look better, I feel like. I'm lumpier as I lose more weight.
Now you can see the lumps.
Yeah, they're under there. The tumors are under there. It's lumpy. It's like you drain the swamp. And I don't mean that the political way. I mean, like, you just look in there and you see, oh my God, there's a lot of disease here. There's some dead fish.
The fat evens the lumps out.
Yeah, it's like Bondo, body Bondo. It fills in all the cracks.
Yeah. Imagine if your car it's trashed underneath.
Oh man, it's bad. A lot of rust.
Then you deflate it and you see all the imperfections.
Yeah, everybody should say that. When fat people lose weight, they should say that they are deflated. Because then I would make sense. I'd be like, I get it.
Oh, add that one.
That's for next year.
Next year.
That's a next year hot take.
All right, they're all horrible. Let's see who wins best hot take.
The winner for Best Hot Take 2021 is Unfortunate Records.
Most records that you just happen upon yourself because you were born that way.
An unfortunate record.
It's an unfortunate record.
Unfortunate record.
Hey, look, this is the world's fattest smoking baby. All right.
There should be just a whole category in the Guinness Book of World Records just called unfortunate records, which is like, it can't be anybody who grew their hair the longest or the fingernails because you caused that.
Yeah.
Or any skill.
It's got to be like largest elephantitis of the scrotum.
Tallest, largest, shortest,
biggest eyeball tumor.
Yeah. Biggest mouth.
Yeah. All the body parts, the longest fingers.
Who has the biggest teeth?
Yeah, biggest teeth.
Biggest teeth, that's a
biggest, smallest.
No,
it's all unfortunate.
So they got to be real.
I mean, I want organic teeth. Who has the largest organic teeth?
By the way, the people out there are screaming like, "Well, what about like largest, dork?"
That's a whale dog. Right?
No, but it's unfortunate because it's the guy that's in India.
Yeah.
And
So there's a man from Croatia who he had one tooth that broke the world record at 1.46 inches.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
inch tooth?
Yeah, because that's some radiation or something.
We had
That's unfortunate.
1 inch tooth.
It's gross looking.
Yeah, of course it is. 'Cause
It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
It
It
it's
looks like a
unfortunate.
spike
It's an unfortunate
It looks
record.
like a spike.
Yeah, because he's grotesque.
because the root goes all the way
He
down.
is disgusting to look at. Dude. I'm sorry, but it's true.
How dare you?
It's true. I'm sorry.
Best show title: Aggressively Tying Squid Shoes.
I looked at your Facebook. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but you could have looked through things and
No, I wouldn't do that. I would never do that.
He honestly, he wouldn't. He
Yeah, you
started,
should take his word
he
for it.
started to have a.
I can't-
honestly, if Butler had this said.
I couldn't-
what he said,
first, I can't
he
lie.
would have had a fucking meltdown.
Yeah, I
He
can't lie.
started to freak the fuck out. He's like, "Oh God!" And I love the shit out of it, which makes me the bad one.
Yeah.
It does.
Because then I was like, I'm going to be in court with it. But
Well,
did you
because
write, I have diarrhea?
At some point,
This has been the worst birthday.
At some point, I just don't care, so I just look at everything. I'm just looking around. I'm just like, I'm just gonna drink and get fucked up. Like, I don't even care.
This all happened in a span of 5 minutes, by the way.
Yeah,
But
it did.
really,
It did.
Anyway.
Except the time,
I
like
promise I didn't
immediately
leave.
following it, which made me think you almost logged into her account from your phone. You went right to the bathroom. But I want to get I'll cut that part out. I'll cut that part out.
It sounded like you were
Yeah, in your thinking box.
like aggressively tying squid shoes.
Moof these nuts.
Do they listen to your podcast?
I mean, I hope
Do you
not.
tell them to? Like, hey guys, just a friendly reminder from your mentor to listen to his podcast.
That would be a real insult if they don't even bother to listen to your
I didn't listen to move. Have you moved? Move these nuts. That's what I would say.
Becoming Dangerfield.
How many times have you seen a guy that's
And that's where
leasing
they
a
make their
car
money
and they
on.
are literally destroying? Like, you've seen it. Rims are destroyed. Everything just. But you've seen that, right? Like,
Yeah,
for
I've
me-
seen it. I've for sure seen
But
it.
for me, the only way you get the
Gotta go
value out
All
of that
Pro
is if you. Yeah, if you-
multiple times.
I know.
I'm not
Made a lot
joking.
of money over there at All Pro.
Once a year.
times. 4 times I've been
What?
fixing the rims, dents.
Let me tell you, 4 times. 4 times. You're becoming a man, I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Every day you become a little more
Pabon.
Dangerfield.
I need Tom
And
Dangerfield.
it's a natural thing. And I've watched so much Rodney Dangerfield, and I appreciate it, that when he says things, it takes me out of the show. Like, I fall over, and I'm like, what just happened?
And when he
And he's
yells,
like,
his
4
eyes do
times.
pop out like
4
Dangerfield.
times. Let me tell you, all pro dead repel. That's you, buddy. That's you, becoming Dangerfield.
How many since the show started, we've named the shows just randomly from some joke inside the show for the most part, right?
I don't even know if that's best practice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's
Sometimes
good.
if we have a guest, we'll mention
Yeah.
a guest.
But there have been times when we've had, I believe, and this is when I had a choice to make as a producer or a host. I believe we had like John Lovitz on the show, but then we had a funny joke in the title, and I was like, fuck it, go with the title. Fuck Lovitz. You know, it was almost like I had a decision to make, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm going to go with the comedy or what I think is funny over just telling you guys, hey, we have the celebrity on here. But I don't know if that's the right play. I don't think that is the correct play. I think that I do the show a disservice when I do that.
I listen to multiple podcasts that, like, some do where it's a guest or whatever the topic is, right?
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
I do listen to some that it's like a random joke or sentence said, and it's kind of exciting to listen for it. To
Like
hear
your
what the
show is
show
like
from.
that.
Yeah.
For instance, like you just released your latest this morning, and I forget what it was, but I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's got to be in
I
there.
don't even know. Travis doesn't.
But it's like, you know what I mean? But it was like, there's got to be something in there.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know what's right.
I mean,
You
fun little game.
Put a number.
Yeah.
Don't put a number. You know, they say you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, sometimes and this is a little behind the scenes since it's the award show. Samantha will take notes, so she has basically
notes of every single show she's sat in and contributed. So, and then usually at the end of the show, she'll read different like sentences or phrases or jokes to Daniel, and Daniel will decide which one is best for the show title.
Not for
Except
ACT.
yeah.
ACT, that's Casey. So thank you to Casey. We love you, buddy.
He's been our editor for ACT since the start of ACT, and he'll actually name the show. So a lot of the names, and I actually wrote some down. We got Castleberry Slenderman.
That's a good one. Classic.
Don't Harsh the Crow, Bumblebee's Beehole, Supernatural, Dracula Brown Thighs,
Dracula Brown Thighs.
and Pepe Le Pubes.
Pepe Le Pubes is great.
Those are fantastic, Casey.
And so Casey's been editing and with us for, goddamn 8 years now, right?
7-8 years for sure.
So thank you to Casey for naming some of the ACTs that you guys like, and so let's see who will win this best show title.
The winner, please.
The winner for Best Show Title 2021 is Mufti's Nuts!
All right, so you heard it here. Kenny mentors some teen. Tells them what to do.
Yeah.
2moves.com.
I'm pretty sure half of the stories I end up talking about ends up resulting in me and teens.
Do they listen to your podcast?
I hope
Do you
not.
tell them to? Like, hey, guys, just a friendly reminder from your mentor to listen to his podcast.
That would be a real insult if they don't even bother to listen to you.
I didn't listen to Moof. Have you Moof? Moof these nuts. That's what I would say. I would say Moof these nuts right to you if you told me to. These stupid Moof podcast. Podcast is old now. I was a teen. Podcast? I don't want podcasts. Everything is streaming. Podcasts for old people.
Yeah.
Best Tom Singalong. Fun. We are young.
Here we go, Tom.
So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
We are young. I can sing that in my truck.
I love it.
Rachel Platten. Fight song.
Yeah.
I think I would need a
hype song?
Yeah, I think I would.
Oh, this is my hype song, Katy Perry.
That's not Katy Perry.
I don't know.
Fight song. It's fight song. Not hype song. Write that down. Hey, we have a category for that. This is my hype song, Katy Perry. And it's not Katy Perry. It's fight song by, and I forget the girl's name. But she's, that's the last category we needed. Sam's going to be so happy.
Inner circle. Sweat.
You want your chip and dip experience to last a long time. And your
Did you say a long time? I think he did. Oh, my God. Were you channeling, what was the name of that band? Inner Circle. You're channeling the reggae band Inner Circle. And you want your chip and dip experience to be much like the rape song.
Jesus.
I want to make you sweat. Long. Come on!
And then push it some more.
The Gorillas. Clint Eastwood.
Something I'm feeling sad.
The Gorillas?
Yeah, the Gorillas.
Something I'm feeling sad.
I'm feeling sad. I got sunshine.
And so,
In a bag
So-
on my face.
so-
I will say,
Oh, God.
out of all of them, I will be around. Like yesterday, I'm rewiring my entertainment center because that's what you do when you have when you're getting done with the COVID, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking something. I'm feeling sad. Now I sing it like you sang it. I now do something. I'm feeling sad. And like it's. I think a lot of people take like what you do and they emulate it. Like, I think people have started skipping like you.
You think, how like you'll talk to a crazy old man that's lost his mind, and you're like, oh my God, this old man lost his mind. But maybe he never had it to begin with.
Yes.
Like
Crazy the whole time.
Like,
Yes.
if I'm going to
Shutter
be
Island.
trying to sing songs when I'm an old man and then I forget the name of the band and the words.
You didn't say Perry in there either. You said hype song Katy Perry. If you really listen to this, look, I analyze this shit, man, and I'm down in the trenches.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, that's hype song Katy Perry. Like you have layers of misinformation and layers, and then some of them have gone unchecked for so long that they're truth to you now, right? I think you're in a dangerous area of, like, your whole reality is a house of cards.
Well, just when I think I have dementia, like in 20 years, or because you're like, this guy's old man's losing his mind, and remind me that I've always been like this.
But how did you know fun?
You know, something like,
Yeah.
you've
How did
always been
fun?
dumb.
Is it just that song was so huge?
That took me by surprise that he actually sang that song.
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird.
on his way to work every day.
It's weird. He also knows that
'Cause
one.
he also hates fun.
He knows that YouTube's. I know
irony.
it's the band.
My
That is
favorite
his
song.
mortal enemy. Is that band?
It's so
Just
weird.
because of the name of their song or their themselves.
All right, let's see who won here.
The winner for Best Tom Singalong is Fun. We Are Young. This is Tom's first win for 2021 and his 5th overall End of the Year award to date.
I used to enjoy and sing along with the group or band. I don't even know.
Bare
what you call
Naked
them.
Ladies.
No,
Oh.
I believe they were called Fun. Which the irony of
Yeah.
that. Which
oh my God, you like that song?
Tonight, we are young, and
Keep going. Oh.
Is this the one?
Now I'm going to need Tom to sing along to his favorite song.
Give me a second,
I need to get my story straight.
My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My mother, she's waiting for me just around the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget,
You got good pitch.
but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take
Here we go,
it.
Tom.
So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home.
we are young. I can sing that in my truck.
I love it.
Seth sat alone in a waiting room, feeling super anxious, his appointment's real soon. He thinks that the doc's gonna tell him he's dying. Even if he doesn't, Seth will think that he's lying. These lumps, they're in his head. These lumps, he'll soon be dead. Seth went on back to give the doctor a look and to tell him about all the steroids that he took. The doc shook his head and pointed toward the door. You were here last week, don't you come back no more. These lumps, they're in his head. These lumps, he'll soon be dead. Testicle cancer bombs. Testicle cancer bombs. Testicle cancer bombs. Seth was sad and swore that there's something to find, so he booked a morning slot to get another MRI. The radiation could give you disease. The cancer's gonna spread at supersonic speeds. These lumps, they're in his head. These lumps, he'll soon be dead. Will this lump spread in my head? I think so. Did this lump spread in my head? I think so. Watch out, there he goes. Is this lump all in my head? I don't know. Oh, no. Get this lump out of my head.
Worst thing we laughed about. Ultra tall.
Super tall people, they got
Yeah.
big hearts.
Yeah, they do. And that doesn't mean generosity. It means like they're literally going to die.
The size of the actual organ.
It's like Great Danes.
Something
Like-
wrong. Like, oh my God, he looks like Jack Skeleton. Is like
Yeah.
he's got a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. It's like, why is he so tall? It's like, he's got a problem. Something's wrong. He's not going to live long. Here's how you can tell, like, they're like 38 years old. They're still,
he died.
They're still growing. And you're like, bro, you should not still be growing. You got a problem. Like, why are you still, you're growing to 7'3"? Like, no, you're hard.
Tom and Toon Porn.
I forever have wanted to bang a cartoon.
Okay.
All right. Still do.
Okay,
Still do.
I like cartoons.
okay,
Family Guy.
Hollywood. Meg from Family Guy.
Lisa
my wife's
Simpson.
convention.
My God.
Daphne.
It's not a pedophile.
Velma. Lisa Simpson is 43 years old. She's been a child on TV that long. It's not my fault she's short and still plays saxophone.
Fat religious people.
Like nerds in religion here are lots of fat people.
You're right.
Fat bearded.
Yeah, fat people love religion, man. They love it. They love it. They're like,
And
I
Transformers.
can eat anything I want. I'm going to heaven.
Fast.
Was this hot take?
Oh,
Which one is
man.
this?
That's worst things we've laughed
I got
at.
this confused with fat take, and I got to tell you, that unfortunate tall person bit, that's a good bit.
Yeah.
God,
I think my favorite quote from that was, "It's not a pedophile if it's a cartoon."
Yeah. I think that's legal.
I think that's
legal jargon. So I didn't realize how many of these made me look like a horrible person.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
You're the bad one.
We'll see, I put this together, too.
Hold on. Where'd you put it?
Yeah.
It's like-
Don't read anything into
I'm
that.
looking at this. It's like blueprint to make Tom look bad.
Because we just see it organized here on Word. We see the text
on Word Perfect.
You put this on
Yeah.
Word. This is a Word.
It's on
right?
Word Perfect.
Yeah.
So
It's an MS Paint.
I haven't heard any of the clips, so I didn't know what we were getting into.
How are these clips making you feel?
Well, I didn't realize they were all made me look so horrible.
Well, these are just the winners. I had some in there, but I'm just not as good at being horrible as you are.
So I guess we did. We've had a long tradition of laughing at
Inappropriate things.
Yeah, misfortune.
And I love tall people. They should know that. I make no bones about the fact, pun intended, that I love tall people and their bones. But there is a threshold. Like when they get a little too tall, and it looks painful tall.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like anything. You get a little too big, you can't move, your skin grows to the couch. Like at that point, you're just like, oh, it's sad. It's,
Can you feel that when your skin grows to the couch? Are you like...
It seems like you're hurt, or like you'd be in pain.
Or you're like, all right, I feel like it would sting a little bit. You know when you have a cut like on your knee, but there's no blood? But then if you take your dirty hand, I used to love to do this as a kid. This is what makes me a psycho. You'd have a rash or a skinned knee, fresh, and it's just the plasmas on the top. And I would take a dirty hand, my palm, and I'd lay my dry, dirty palm on it, and it would sting like the devil's. And I'd be like, as a kid, I'd be like, if you can endure this pain, you are God.
Right.
Like I would tell myself that thing. I'd be like, just sit through it. Does that make me a psycho?
Yes.
Or all kids do that, right?
Well,
I think all kids do the pain test with the fresh-skinned knee. I think that's...
I don't know, like whipping yourself, like
No. I would even do it now,
cutting
like
yourself.
the edges of my finger.
It's a version of cutting yourself.
Kinda, yeah.
You're right.
The edges right
making
here.
yourself suffer.
See that? Like that was a cut yesterday. I've been washing my hands a lot. They're super dry because of the weather. But it would sting, and I'd just put my finger on it and be like, "You hold it there until it stops stinging, you bastard."
That is,
that's bad.
It's on the same Venn diagram as goth girl cutting herself.
Oh,
right?
cool.
That's a misconception.
So
did you rip your toenail off, Tom?
Yeah, he's doing it too. He's doing it too. Hold on a second. Don't be fucking pointing the finger at this guy's doing it too.
This guy's just as crazy.
Yeah. What are you doing? Oh my God! You don't even have a toenail.
It's gone.
And where did you get a tiny pantyhose wrap for your toe? Your toe got on a tiny pantyhose.
Where did you get that?
You got a baby sexy toe. He's got his big toe's got fishnets on.
My son's got hoverboards for Christmas, and
what are you, 2003? The fuck is that? What's going on over there?
Well,
He waited to the last minute.
Oh my
to
God!
his
Would
presents.
you get him some Furbies too? You get him some Hey guys, I got your Furbies and hoverboards. Daddy knows where it's at.
and they got the go-kart attachment, so it's the one you just sit on.
2005. 2005. Yeah.
Upgraded.
And now they could follow me around the neighborhood.
I want one of those so bad. They're so dope. And Andrea already said no. I showed her the video of your boys. I'm like, look how much fun they're having.
I'm gonna get Maisie one.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna bring it here.
I'll write it. Because every video is you writing it. There's no video of your son. It's
Did you just get it for
It's
you?
you hauling ass.
No, well, Max's didn't work.
And my
right.
wife made a bad comment about you, and I slapped her cheeks. She's like, he's the only one in the videos. That's what she says, and I go, yeah, because it's fucking fun. Why don't you mind your business?
Well, Max's didn't work right, so he got frustrated and didn't want to. Like Tommy's worked fine, so then I had to put some
always happens.
cardboard. I got
Always
like the
happens.
cheapest,
Get off your wallet, man.
No, you got to get the Alibabas because they don't put the governor on them. They go fast. They still got those batteries that'll explode. Remember that?
Yeah.
I got the straight up exploding babas.
Here's the thing about the
they're
exploding
smoking
babas.
good.
The exploding babas go fast because
yeah. There's no
they're
regulation.
always ready to explode.
Yeah. And it's straight. Everything's made out of the shit that if you lick, you'll get cancer. Yeah. Then anyway, so I was riding the one wheel, and then I ran into Tommy because he was afraid of a squirrel. Well, a squirrel was blocking the path, and it stopped him, and I was like, "Just go!" And then I'm like, "Oh God, Kevin Costner would put up with this shit."
That's what I say to everybody. I'm like, Kevin Costner would put up with this shit.
I've been watching a lot of Yellowstone.
You've been watching 1776 or the new one. What is the new one?
No. I haven't even got through the first.
This one we hate black people in because it's real old. It's real. 1776. You know.
Anyway, what category are we on?
We're on best wife joke.
No. This is
Worst thing we laughed about.
Worst thing we laughed about?
Yeah, I don't even know who the winner is. We'll see. Let's see.
The winner for worst thing we laughed at is bad religious people dying fast.
I also feel like there's an answer for everything. Like when I question religion, you're like, that's what I believe in.
Yes, nerd movies are very much like religion.
Do whatever you want. I don't care. Like,
The two things,
believe whatever the hell. I don't care.
The two things I've learned the most about like nerds and religion here are lots of fat people.
You're right.
Fat bearded.
Yeah, fat people love religion, man. They love it. They love it. They're like,
And
I
Transformers.
can eat anything I want. I'm going to heaven.
Fast.
Best wife joke, the Faravilla segment.
Well, hopefully we'll be doing this, right?
Right.
I think
People
that's what,
are doing it longer.
right, and
Thank
that's what you want to do.
medicine.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what you want to do. But like, do you ever have any of them that maybe they'll
Hold on.
you have
Medicine helps your wife not be a bitch.
Tom's wife hand job.
Also, I don't know if I could, just with a hand anymore. Desensitized.
You can't get it done with the
No,
hand.
he's got
maybe with a
carpal
new
tunnel.
girl on it. Not with
I think we gotta.
That took a fuck.
Yeah.
it's like my work sandals are loose on top. It's a hard run in those.
Sag ghee wife.
They make a thinner ghee,
like a
something
silk
more,
ghee.
something more silky, or
Silky.
or like made out of the material that Villain makes their board shorts out of.
Terry ghee.
Like some Egyptian cotton.
How about can I get a 128 thread count ghee? I don't want this rough ass.
Well,
How about a sag ghee, which is my wife's ass? How about that? Put that down for the award show, Sam. Calling that shot like Babe Ruth. I'm trying to win this year. I don't think you're supposed to do that. I think that's unfair.
It's amazing that our wives have put up with all that shit for so long.
I know. I mean, I could be with a hotter, tighter shit right now. You know?
Your wife doesn't listen to the show, though, right, Tom?
This is a weird.
Only when she's on.
Yeah,
I like that. I support that. That
It
is
doesn't
so-
say good things about her. So, like, I'm like,
She'll text me too, and she'll be like, "I'm listening to myself. I'm funny," and I'm like, "Yes, you are." I feed
That's
into
good
it.
for self-esteem.
Yeah, I like it. I am very much like her, so I feed the,
And usually people hate listening to themselves.
I know. Like, you're psycho. Like, this is the exact opposite of, like, I'll listen to. If this,
She also likes being catcalled. She's a whole different breed of woman.
I know.
she is.
Which is crazy. I keep telling you guys. And she'll never listen
And
to this
then,
because she's
like,
on
if you
the
ever
Crazy
listen to
loves
those,
crazy, so you're
man,
probably
you better
right.
get on those. If you haven't listened to the Two Wife Crew, because I don't even know if they're going to do any more of those.
I
'cause
forgot that was a show.
Well, here's the thing. The episodes are golden because my wife goes into this whole thing about how she'd never been sexually harassed, and then they figure out that she doesn't fully understand what sexual harassment is,
Right.
and she married me, and it's like, it's all
Yeah.
fucking twisted. It's crazy. I mean, those are good shows.
Those are
man.
good shows.
Really, really good shows.
Samantha's dipped her toe into making fun of her spouse with whistling toothpicks.
I don't
That's,
I don't
that's
support
a
that.
private conversation.
I do not
Oh,
support-
that is
I do not support her belittling.
I have never made fun of him on air.
I do not support her belittling that kind man, and he's a good man. He's a good old man. He needs to be left alone.
I've had a problem with that recently, where I think
You start blurring lines.
Yeah.
I think our conversation because I
Wait a minute. Did Butler actually go through your messages, or did you guys just say it to him?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah. Was that? Hold on, that might have been a personal conversation. I was like, "Hey, listen to what me and Daniel said about you."
I'm like, you're not going to believe what
I'll go back and I'll read the text. Anyway, so best wife joke.
All right.
Let's see who wins.
The winner for best joke about our wives is the Fair Villa segment. Wife not a bitch.
Question, Deborah, do you ever... Man, I'm going to hit you with something serious, actually, for once. Do you ever have any of your maybe a little bit older clientele that still want to, because I do worry about that. I think about it, Andrea and I've made jokes before about, like, what are we going to be doing when we're, like, in our 60s and 70s? Well, hopefully we'll be doing this, right?
Right.
I think
People
that's what,
are doing it longer.
Right, and that's what you want to
medicine.
do. Yeah,
Right.
that's what you want to do. But, like, do you ever have any of them that maybe they'll...
Hold on,
you have
medicine helps your wife not be a bitch.
This guy's going to do this.
I'm sorry,
I'm going to have to do a show with your wife.
No, because then you'll see, we're like, oh my God, the guys are the horrible.
Me and the boys, we like them chicken wings. And we like beer.
I liked beer. I still like beer.
A little football on the Vizio. A friendly waitress's ear. Maybe I'm crazy, cause I like what they don't. I snap secret pictures with my cellular phone. I like them better with their plain clothes on. The only thing currently moving my dog. Little orange shorts just don't cut it for me. I've watched a little too much pornography. I like them wearing those baggy sweats. Walking to the beat-up car with real regret. She hopes that she won't have to work here too long. I like 'em better with her plain clothes on. She tells the table she'll be clocking out soon. I know what that means. Pretty soon she'll be real comfortable wearing high-waisted jeans. I'm so excited, I think I'm in love. She's my Uggs boot angel, sent from above. I like 'em better with her plain clothes on. The only thing that's currently moving my dog. Thick shiny stockings peeking out of her sweats. A big cartoon heart that she drew on my chair. I walk 'em with her makeup off, leaving work early with a possible COVID cough. The manager knows that she won't be here too long. I like 'em better with their plain clothes on. Oh, girl. I like 'em better with their plain clothes on. Plain clothes.
Best worst aired commercial. Mosquito Nicks.
And basically the system's like a big drum of this perfectly fine, like, mosquito repellent. It, like, dissipates...
Perfectly fine.
Damn it!
It's perfectly fine. What's in that? What is this around my... It's torque. It's perfectly fine.
Seminole Power Sports.
So if you're looking for side-by-side, if you're looking for a jet ski, if you're looking for a dirt bike, if you're looking for a scooter, Daniel got his Ruspa.
Daniel got his Rasputin. What the hell is Ruspa? Did you combined Ruckus and Vespa into Ruspa? Dude, your mind is crazy.
Yeah, the Swiss cheese is getting closer.
The Swiss cheese is getting closer. What does that mean? Hold on a second. Are we storming the Capitol? What happened? The Swiss cheese. The frogs are gay. The Swiss cheese is getting closer. Enter the Ruspa, everybody. The Ruspa's here. The goddamn Ruspa. Hugh sent me. The frogs are gay.
Sports Subaru.
It's Mike Stacks over at Sports Subaru and Sports Mitsubishi right there on West Colonial Drive, and J.C. Harrelson on Don.
You were running. Yeah! You were running out of gas at the end. And I love the Viking scream. Whatever.
You guys know.
You know. There's literally nothing I love more than cut commercials with you is fun, dude. Cutting commercials for this show. And I've been doing this a very long time. I've cut thousands of commercials.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy cutting commercials in here because twofold. I get to pick the products, right? And it's good shit.
Yeah.
And we get to be real human beings because the day and age of not being who we are and not telling you who we are authentically, why would I do that? There were ads that I did that I had no idea, never met with a company, never used the product, nothing.
Yeah, you're just reading a piece of paper, and then...
And I do regret that. I
that's
needed
how
the
it was
money.
done back
we
then.
needed the money.
You know,
but it's fun.
By the way,
doing
all the commercials you heard, we sent those out. Those are not outtakes. Those are the ones
that's money. That's business right there. That's business.
Those played.
We did this last year, and kind of me and Daniel have talked about this before, but we're exactly, if we just leave everything in and be as truthful as possible, we feel like that's the best way, and that resonates the most.
It does.
So it's like
Also, people will listen and not fast forward through the commercials.
Yeah.
Could be crazy.
But it has to be legitimate. We can't. Me and Daniel thought this before. Like sometimes we'll just do a regular read and then we'll leave. We won't try to make it crazy. It'll just go where it goes. Right?
Yeah. Some days we come in here and we will say, "I'll be like, last week were we crazy?" And you'll be like, "Yeah, last week you were singing some dumb song and rapping or something." So this one we can tighten up on this one, and we'll be like, "All right," and we'll just do it a little more. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that we're all of them are meant to be fun. Every single commercial, but some are going to be a little more straight than others, I think.
I'm waiting for the day that a client does actually be like, that last one was crazy. You didn't even say anything about it, because sometimes we'll go, most of the commercial is just nonsense. And very little about the actual client.
I mean,
we'll leave it in there.
Like for me, as a commercial scientist, because that's what I consider myself, as a researcher, I tried my hardest with Hog in your pants, I'll make your pussy dance 2 years ago.
Right.
Tested the waters. Everything came back okay. So I think once that's been done, like once you've done something like that, you have set the precedent for what comes after that. So that commercial in a weird way on this show, very much like Rosa Parks.
Do you guys, like, sometimes...
It's the only thing I can think of that needed to be done in order to, change history. It's a bad example. It's a poor, very poor. It's a horrible example, actually.
But
you know what I'm getting at.
Two confusing things will happen to me. For one, where we'll do commercials and we'll talk about something, and then I'll be like, do we even need to say this? Like, the people that are listening know about Bart Merrick and Crystal Van. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've heard us say this so many times.
Right.
But then I'll see a BDM post every once in a while where it'll be like, hey, I'm going to buy a house. Is there a realtor in here?
Right.
And then I'll be like... How did you?
You got to do the ads for the stupid.
Where do you think you are?
Well, like, maybe, then
You
I'm
got to
like,
do the ads
how
for the
did
stupid people, right?
No, but maybe it's not
And
stupid.
people need just constant reminders, you know?
And then that's maybe the whole.
Because like sometimes
point,
they'll be
I
like,
guess.
"Hey, who's our hookup at Subaru or whatever?"
I
They'll
don't
forget
know.
the name
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
and then they just
They
pop
asked
in
me.
and
They're
ask.
like, "Who's their contact at Subaru?" I'm like, "Ask Tom, motherfucker. I don't know."
That's his guy.
Yeah, what do I look like? I handle any of that?
Really, the only reason it works is because the listeners, the BDMs, support our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And without that, it doesn't even work. Doesn't matter what we say, right? Like we can say whatever we want.
I think you just figured
and
it
read
out.
the best. I mean, we could.
The ad is secondary to
Yeah.
you guys' engagement. And you know what? And to the people on the end of, like it's nice that our clients actually go out of their way for our BDMs, right?
Yeah.
Because if they don't uphold their end of the bargain, then it doesn't work either. So we're just, it's a good scenario. I know I love it, and I know I love doing live reads.
And I'm sure Mosquito Nix appreciates the ringing endorsement that it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And then, like behind the scenes, they'll be like the Mosquito Nix type of deal. It's amazing how little communication I actually have with the people at Mosquito Nix because it just works, and then it's kind of one of those things where it just continues to work. So, like I'll talk to
That's
them
statewide too. We get a lot of calls from like people that are like, "Oh yeah, we know about you guys," because that's one of our bigger, more I guess commercial properties.
You
Pardon
all right
me.
over there?
Well, there's
Oh, my
local
God, COVID over here.
It's weird where like I'll go months without even talking to anybody from Mosquito Nix, which is odd because they're an advertiser.
And then you tell me. Well, the weird thing is he always comes in here. He's like, "I think mosquitoes are done." And I'm like, "What do you
Mix 'em
mean?"
all.
And he's like, "They're not emailing me. I think. Have you been bitten lately?" And I'm like, "Not lately."
Anyway, let's see what the best worst commercial of 2021.
The winner for Best Worst Aired Commercial is Mosquito Nix.
And basically, the system's like a big drum of this perfectly fine, like mosquito repellent. It like dissipates.
Perfectly fine.
Damn it!
It's perfectly fine. What is it? What's in that? What is this around my? It's torque. It's perfectly fine.
You don't know. No, leave it.
I'm putting.
No, we're leaving it. Because I meant perfectly fine.
Are we leaving it?
Okay, but
Are you sure? Then I nominate this for next year's awards. This is in the nominees for next year's awards.
I mean, it's not dangerous.
Because you didn't say anything bad, and it is perfectly fine. But I just when people say that, I'm like, oh yeah, really? Is it really?
Well, I don't know why I said it.
Why did you say perfectly fine?
Because I was trying to describe the fact that it dissipates in 10 seconds. It's not harmful. It's not a harmful chemical or anything.
Yeah.
It's like 100 times less harmful than the off that you would spray on your kids.
Well, you could have said that, but you didn't say that.
I don't know that. Well, I don't know that for a fact, but I know that it's totally safe. Listen, my wife.
Is it totally safe or is it perfectly fine?
It's both. Anyway, it sprays no mosquitoes, and it does it automatically. I don't have to think about it, and I just go in my backyard. Yeah, it's
oh my God, you hear that? I have corona.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
Can you smell it? Perfectly fine.
I can't smell anything, but I feel perfectly fine.
And Daniel's got the portable system, so...
And I can attest, it is also perfectly fine. Don't beat me up, dude.
It's Mosquito Nix, perfectly fine.
Best Seth story. Seth pees himself.
So I got out of the shower and she's next to me. She's drying her hair, and I had to fart out of the shower. So I'm like trying to do it where it's like not crazy ripping because it would rip hard and
Blamers,
bad and I'd blame it bad. Yeah. So I was trying to like tense up and just squeeze it. So I was like a longer, easier one. And as I was doing that, I didn't realize I was started drizzling pee and started peeing at the same time. She hears something. She looks over. She's like,
old dog.
You're incontinent, dude.
Caesar did that. I grabbed Caesar. I hurt his leg. And I startled him out of his sleep, and he just started pissing on a comforter. And you could just hear it, and he could hear it too. And he was like, "What is that? What the fuck is that?" He was the one pissing. He's like, "Someone's pissing in here."
My boyfriend doesn't know what he's doing.
This is getting bad.
Seth's dad's a cappella group.
And the only thing that he had going for him that really was able to cool his anxiety about you and his stress was his barbershop quartet, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
What was the name of his quartet?
Oh God, Wild Irish Roses or something.
Wild Irish.
What?
Something really crazy.
Tequila, isn't
And then
it?
they do that move where they walk in, they go.
Yeah.
Oh, Camilla, Camilla, won't you take
So the
me
whole-
back? Won't you take me back?
Hold on, was your dad like a real man?
Camilla,
Yeah, but
won't you take me
he was in a
back?
band to begin a rock and roll
There,
band,
oh, good.
but then he liked vocalize, like, I don't know, harmonizing.
I'm sick of this rock and roll stuff. I'm going to do something cooler. Where's my peppermint jacket?
Seth's insurance fraud.
Blast through it. Fucking the owner comes out, like fucking irate like crazy, like worried about us more than anything. My fat friend is like, I think his chest hurt. Like I think he hit his chest. So he's like,
Slammed into steering wheel.
But my buddy, fucking his neck. I don't know if I couldn't tell if he was faking or not.
paralyzed.
But he's like, he's on the side. And he's
I can't walk. I can't walk.
No, he was trying
I didn't know. I didn't know if they were serious or not. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if he was trying to just say that.
He's trying to soothe her.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm in the back. I acted like no. I was like, oh, I'm okay. I'm fine. Because I didn't want any part of it. Really, I just wanted. It was fun for me to just be the person poking and like, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, you got to get a shrink.
So what
I'm
happened?
going to say that again.
The guy calls the ambulance. Ambulance comes. So literally, like 2 or 3 weeks later, he gets a check for his car. It was like $400
Yeah.
or something shit that he couldn't even pay for the fucking seats in it or something like that. I mean, the car was worth maybe $800, $900. It was worth shit. It was worth nothing.
Yeah.
It barely drove.
Like $1,000.
But he got like $400 for it. And he's like, no, I gotta fucking put, save money and buy something else. He was fucking irate. He hated
Yeah,
us.
and then normally, like big guys like that end up with a little car, and that's when it's sad.
But I took him to a buffet and he got happy.
Oh,
Those are good. I don't even really need to know the story. I just need to hear him laughing at something terrible, and I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm in. I'll see what's happening.
Seth's a big softy.
First person to text me as soon as we got Corona. First person to text me, you selfish bastard. What about me? Am I sick? I don't fucking know. How about, hey, Daniel, you all right? How about, hey, show? You guys going to make it?
Yeah.
You guys good? How you feeling?
I
Need
thought about.
anything?
I did ask you guys too. I was like, should I message Seth?
And the
Tuttle?
answer is still no. The answer stays no.
And I was like, I don't want to freak him out. You know, he didn't get it, by the way, guys.
No. But he did freak out.
He did
'cause
freak
I got
out.
the text messages, and I was very kind to him. I said, look, I think you're fine. Because
timeline-wise, I think you were fine then.
I have no idea. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, we're all...
we try to be as safe as we can, and we did the math, and we didn't think that when he was in here that you were exposed.
Right.
Yeah. And then...
And he could have, just go get tested if you're worried about it.
Right.
Or buy...
A lot of people don't want to get tested, though, because it's a stigma to have it, and it's been politicized and villainized.
Well, you don't have to
and blah,
talk
blah,
about
blah.
it. Just stay
True.
home and shut
But
the
some
hell
people
up,
don't want to
right?
know. Like, I know friends. I won't
Well, that's
say
terrible,
who they
because
are,
then
but they're
you're
like,
spreading
I
it to
don't even
people.
want to know if I got it. I'll just pretend it was a cold. I'm like, okay, you're a psycho.
Don't do that.
Seth did, like, he talks a lot of shit on, like, the BDM page when I was... making posts about like, Tommy got it, and then Seth makes he's like, are you dirty or whatever.
Yeah. He's like, you guys are disgusting.
Yeah, he's like,
I know,
you're filthy.
rude.
First person to text me, I'm laying in bed with a headache.
But then he'll text me. He's like, "How you guys doing?" And then
I never got any of that.
Oh,
I
no?
think I'm uninvited to the New Year's party.
No, you're invited.
Oh yeah, we're all showing up. Cough, crazy.
I was like, I have the long term, but I fought through it for this.
Yeah. And we're like, it's been 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
we're
we're
fine.
good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know how we picked the winner of the Seth story, but here we go. The winner is...
The winner for Best Seth Story is Seth's Dad's a cappella group. This is Seth's second year bringing home an End of the Year award.
Yeah, bringing it home to no one. Ha!
And the only thing that he had going for him that really was able to cool his anxiety about you and his stress was this barbershop quartet, right?
Yeah. Well,
what was the name of his quartet?
Oh God, Wild Irish Roses or something.
Wild Irish.
What?
Something really crazy.
Tequila, isn't
And then
it?
they do that move where they walk in, they go.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, Camilla, won't you take me back? Won't you take me back?
Hold on, was your dad like a real man?
Yeah, but he was in a band to begin a rock and roll band, but then he liked harmonizing.
I'm sick of this rock and roll stuff. I'm going to do something cooler. Where's my peppermint jacket?
So one year, this was my senior year, I started dating a really hot, like I not peaked, but I was like
the hottest girl you've ever dated.
Yeah, she was a cheerleader.
Yeah,
she was really hot. Like
hotter than your current girlfriend.
I went from like freshman, sophomore year to college.
It's about the same age. It's like 3 years ago. Seth's telling a story where when people wore Jinkos and his girlfriend's now only 3 years older than that.
So she sat there. I remember opening the door, and when they're dressed for this Valentine's Day, they have like red blush on their face. They look like mannequins. So, like creepy ass fucking not mannequins, ventriloquist dummies.
Okay,
marionette.
They have that little styrofoam hat with the band
around it.
Like the great cat, like the hat I wore to your party, Sam. You know the hat I had? That was a barbershop. I bought a real one though.
Dressed just like that, and they're all standing there looking like.
Are you Amanda?
How much would you normally? What does this thing normally cost? Like $100?
What did they sing?
They sung the reason they were called, I think, the Wild Irish Rose, because there's a song called "My Wild Irish Rose, the sweetest rose I know," and then it keeps going. It's called, and they sung that to her. It's called "My Wild Irish Rose." That's the name of the song.
Are you buying or selling a home? I got 2 names for you. Streamline.
Yeah.
Bart Merrick. There you go. That's all you need.
Yeah, the Bart Merrick team, that's Bart Merrick, Crystal Van, they'll help you buy or sell your home. If you're looking to do that in this coming year, they have the experience, they know the market, they've been buying and selling houses all through Corona, and believe me, the market has gone crazy and changed, and you need someone with experience, and Bart and Crystal have it, and Daniel mentioned Streamline. I mean, your first step is to get pre-approved for a house.
It's the easiest thing to do, and a lot of people don't know that you should get pre-approved. That way you kind of know what you're up against.
Yeah.
And it also, pun intended, streamlines the process with Bart and Crystal because they can actively go out and start working for you.
Yeah, and Streamline will make the whole process easy. Also, if you're looking to refi your house, just give Brian Zymel and the team over there at Streamline a call. They could do everything over the phone. It's easy. They could do it over the internet anywhere in Florida. It all can be done online, and they make it a super easy process to go through, and they make sure they get it done in a timely fashion, which is important when it comes to buying a house.
Well, yeah, keeping your all of your paperwork in order, making sure that you're dotting every I and crossing the T's. That's important to do. And the Streamline team, that's all that they do. Same thing with Bart and Crystal. I mean, you got 3 awesome people working for you right there.
Yep. So it's the Bart Merrick team. Just go to bartmerrick.com or barttherealtor.com and talk to them, or go to streamlineflorida.com.
Best fantasy. Divorce fantasy.
Anyways, he's got a bunch of rental properties. Rich.
Nice.
I'll beg him to find, give me one of his rental properties. It'd be like, I'll give you the duplex on the bad part of Colonial, so I'll be there. And so then I have to do the move, like I said, where both my boys sleep in my bedroom when they're over for the weekend, and I'll sleep on the couch. But I'll eventually
You have to hide all your marijuana in there.
Yeah. And then my girlfriend shows up.
Daddy, we found this under your pillow. It's a plastic bottle of Pop-Off vodka they found under your pillow.
Yeah. They say, they don't.
Your girlfriend's there. You're like, don't smoke in the house. The boys are coming over later. What did I tell you? She's like, you tell me I can smoke in the house.
Go out to the patio.
Yeah,
my bicycle and all my plants are up.
Yeah, go out to the balcony and don't touch any of my aircraft. What was the thing you were calling?
I got one camping chair on my balcony. The saddest balcony, by the way, of all balconies.
It's a Bass Pro Shops camping chair with a couple of cigarette holes in it from your girlfriend.
Rusty bike, plants, and one camping chair, which is sad because there's only one. No one's sitting with you.
Homer bucket of sand that's your ashtray. Homer bucket of sand ashtray, and then you're like, going on the balcony. I got to clean up the bedroom. The boys are going to sleep in there. Do you take a revolver under the pillow? Clean out all the liquor bottles. There's condoms everywhere.
Condom?
Yeah.
I still won't use those.
Gaylord Tom.
My fantasy job is, and this is a scenario, that I work at the Gaylord Palms atrium.
And what now?
Yeah, you're the gay guy.
The indoor big glass bubble.
The atrium?
There we go.
You can't say atrium?
Yeah, I think I tried to say it like atriarium.
Like an aquarium with an atrium.
You combined an atrium with a terrarium and made an atriarium.
Anyway,
you're the plant man.
I'm the guy in charge of the plants, but no one like the other
honorary old man that they let walk around and water the plants.
And the other, like the management there, doesn't understand the plant. I fell between the cracks, right? So no one bothers me, or he checks
you
up.
Actually fell between the cracks. And they found you as an old man. You're stuck between two palm trees, and they're like, "We found another dumb old man. He's back here trying to propagate and steal our tropical plants. He's back here with his machete doing some cutting, some saplings,
some Brazilian tourists like it stinks in here." I work there, but no one bothers me or tells me what to do.
You're Gaylord Palm. Gaylord Tom.
Ariwaska.
The good reviews about it is like I started off projectile vomiting, then I was diarrhea.
Well, you got to get that out of the way.
And then the shaman, and then the shaman's hitting the drum. Then I see myself and all the bad things I've ever done, and who I need, what's really important in life. And then I'm sweating. I'm laying on the floor.
You're introspective, and you come out as a better person.
I'm around a bunch of strangers. My dick falls out like I'm sweating. Then I was like, I don't care who I am. I'm tugging.
Wait a minute, nobody said
I'm tugging my butthole. I'm like, goddamn, this is awkward.
Even Ari didn't say that when you do ayahuasca that your dick falls out. I didn't see that on the guide.
That seems voluntary.
That's what you're looking for, man, then that's the clarity you'll find.
Do you see what he does?
All day.
You're rolling around in a robe, your dick falls out.
Ari, doing drugs with Tom, every time we do drugs, your dick falls out. Like, this guy, he's the Matt Lauer of drugs.
How many fantasies have we gone through on this show since?
I feel like you guys hate your lives. All you do is fantasize about living another way.
But in a worse way.
It is a worse way.
I'm fantasizing about the saddest patio right now. And how much I want to be on that patio. I drive by those patios. You know where I see a lot of those patios? When I'm driving over to True Leave to get my weed.
Yeah,
and there's some apartments on Aloma.
Yeah.
And I drive by. They're old, established apartments, and they're almost Spanish style, and they have like the balconies that have the just standard black jail bars. Yep. And then out there's always like
it's only
a couple
like
of rusty
wide.
huffies, some plants, and you can see where the guy sits to smoke his cigarettes, one chair only.
We should do a contest in 2022, saddest patio.
Yes.
Sadio.
Sadio.
Show us your Sadios.
Yeah. Show me your Sadios, Daddy-o.
Hashtag Sadio, and then just put up, next time you walk by a sad patio, just take a picture of it, and then hashtag Sadio.
Yeah, hashtag Sadio.
I will give prizes out, because sometimes, I guess the ultimate saddest one is the nothing, and someone lives there. Like, they haven't even bothered to put anything personal out there.
Or they've never been out there. They still got the wooden stick in there. My dad, put the wooden stick in there so the minorities don't come in. Like, I don't know what the stick's for, right? That's what it's for, right?
Oh, yeah, impenetrables.
Yeah, you put the stick in there. My dad, we had a...
I mean, you just smash the glass, right?
Well, that's what I would do. But every sliding glass door we had on every home had a stick.
Yeah.
That was cut to the perfect. I mean, and it would slide. You'd have to put it in and then slide it down to get. And then I'd be like, okay, the stick's in there. I'm safe now. But the lock didn't work. The lock always broke.
Yes, that is true.
Forever.
Yeah.
Growing up, all my friends that lived in apartments had a chopped hockey stick.
Yeah.
Hockey? And I'm like, this is in Miami. Where the fuck
it's
did you get
PVC pipe over here, buddy.
PVC?
You cut the PVC.
I've never seen the PVC.
I've never seen PVC. My dad would be like, I don't dry rot. PVC or dry rot. I use wood.
All right, so best fantasy is...
The winner for Best Tom and Dan Fantasy is... Gaylord Tom.
My fantasy job is, and this is a scenario, that I work at the Gaylord Palms atrium.
And what now?
You're the gay guy.
The indoor big glass bubble.
The atrium?
There we go.
You can't say atrium?
Yeah, I think I tried to say it like atriarium.
Like an aquarium with an atrium.
You combined an atrium with a terrarium and made an atriarium.
Anyway.
You're the plant man.
I'm the guy in charge of the plants, but no one like the other...
honorary old man that they let walk around and water the plants.
And the other, like the management there doesn't understand the plant. I fell between the cracks, right? So no one bothers me or he checks up on...
No, you actually fell between the cracks. and they found you as an old man. You're stuck between two palm trees, and they're like, "We found another dumb old man. He's back here trying to propagate and steal our tropical plants. He's back here with his machete doing some cutting, some saplings,
some Brazilian tourists. Like it stinks in here." I work there, but no one bothers me or tells me what to do.
You're Gaylord Palm. Gaylord Tom.
And I have,
damn it.
And I have this little. It's my office, but it's tucked away like somewhere in the basement of Gaylord Palm.
Just a closet.
Anyway, and then I have a little
bottle of whiskey.
No, I just go around there and I.
You don't need a golf cart. That's huge. You're driving it through they have that mini vendor village that goes around. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And you're driving your golf cart around there, right? Is it late at night when no one's around, or because you know that place has got guests that
Yeah. No, I hide during the day. Yeah. Somehow in my fantasy, I live there and sleep there too.
Okay.
Like
in a room or in your office?
No, in my office, like in a
or in a hammock out in the plant.
It's one of those Murphy beds that falls down.
Yeah, like a Better Call Saul situation where my office out on the Murphy bed and then I sleep there.
Oh, that is depressing.
I want nobody to know I'm there.
3 Miller Lights.
You're gonna be a plant ghost.
I think I'm describing Gaylord Palm's what's the mask guy, half mask?
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Gaylord.
That come down from the rafters at night.
You're on all the security cameras.
The music of the night.
And then I get mad at the Russian Cirque du Soleil, but they stepped on the goddamn philodendron.
Hey, Ivan, next time you're doing the twirly-doos, watch my philodendron.
Yeah. But knowing that, anyway, that's my fantasy job.
Saying I love you is exactly what Crystal wants me to do. It's something that I try to, but I need an app, one that does it for you. That'd be easy. Logically, she should just know how I feel. Goddamn birds are in my living room, and this shit is real. And I'd really like to say Crystal loves me, but I don't really. What would she do if I ripped her birds in two? Fuck these birds is how I feel. One more squawk I'm going to kill. What would I say if she took those birds away? Then I'd try my best for you. I'd try saying I love you. La-di-di-di-di-di. Goddamn bird. La-di-da-da-di-da.
Best segment fail. Drew's ACT trivia.
Drew, this is obviously going horribly.
Yeah, Drew, I got to be real with you, man.
Yeah. This is
you prepared so much that this reeks of business, baby.
Let's have a talk here.
Yeah.
Let's take a pause. Let's take a pause.
Take your background off so we can get sad. I want to see what's on. You have to take your background off.
Do you have a creepy mirror behind you? What's in the red Solo cup?
Yeah, take your background.
Drink now.
Fizzy cider.
We're doing it.
He's got a cider.
Oh, he's drinking a cider.
Okay,
Fast, nervous.
Turn your background off so we can see how sad your apartment is.
Nerd Jock, live from Disney.
So, EJ, we mentioned that it's your son's birthday. You're at Hollywood Studios or whatever, Universal. You don't have to do your bit today. It's fine. You could have said, hey, my son's birthday. I'm taking him to...
Forcing him to sit under 30 while you do this. He just wants to go on rides.
Hold on. Are you going to tell your son? Like,
we already went to everything almost. Like, we rode Slinky Dog. We rode... we didn't ride Rise of the Resistance.
We'll go get on it.
Hold on.
You're ruining his birthday.
Yeah. He's sitting there.
That poor little boy.
Hold on.
Greenie and Mr. Snarks.
All right. So here we go. Hey, Tommy and Max. What do you like? Would you rather die of cancer at age of 70 or be murdered at 80? Think about it.
Oh, it's a murder puppet. Okay, I got it.
You're okay.
Interact.
I don't know about that, man. You ain't ever gonna eat.
He's ruining it, Matt. I can't do it.
It's just
if he's making keep saying that.
It's just too fun to curse with a puppet over here. I'll stop. I'll promise. It's embarrassing. Like this whole chunk. This whole chunk is bad.
You know what? This year we didn't have as many, I guess, listener segments as we did in 2020.
People gave up after 2020.
Well, I feel like it was harder to have people come in. Like the newness of Zoom wore off, and we're like, if they can't come in here, fuck them.
The amount that we had with Business Baby and Business Bro and all the other ones that fell off.
I feel like there's more that
That scared a lot of people away, though, right?
Well, we are mean to them.
Yeah.
And then once people saw the reality, they were like, why would I want to?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, only the OGs survive, the tough asses. You know, your
Canadian
Christremas. Well, Canadian Josh, that guy, he's a sexual deviant, I feel like that guy.
We do know he left that voicemail about as well.
Yeah, but I think he gets off on our abuse. Like, I feel like if I'm like, that guy fucking sucks, he's like, oh, yeah. And he's whacking it, too. So I think he's into
and now
it.
we're pulling Kenny into our web.
Oh, yeah.
He'll hate us soon.
Kenny's good.
The newness is still on Kenny for me.
EJ's not going to last through 2022, right?
I got an email.
I'm already sending messages to you about how stupid he is.
Canadian Josh that I think we got another week paid off for Nerd Jock.
Okay. Well, people then are getting mad at Canadian Josh.
I know.
Some lady, I have like,
why is she mad?
Everyone hates everyone.
She's like, I like EJ. Fuck Canadian Josh.
Well, let's have a boxing match. That's how you solve it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I want.
A boxing match. Guest referee is Seth Petrozelli dressed like a pepperoni.
Man, I got so excited when I thought events were back when we did Hot Tub and Mini Fridge.
They're not back. We were scared. We're hiding on Busey's bus. We're like, I gotta hide in here. Where do we hide? We gotta hide from Corona. Well, where do we go? Go to the source. Go to the bus. That's where it started.
I was shocked you guys got on that bus.
Yeah, I was shocked we got on the bus, but I just follow him. I just do whatever he says because I have no free thought, no free will.
It was like going to
And Tom's like, let's go on this bus. I think he's going to give us a free bump box. I'm like, I want a free bump box. So we go on the bus, and we're standing there. It's me, Miguel Colon, and Mike Busey. No women whatsoever.
And
Mike's
girls.
like, nobody there. Mike's like, you want some whiskey? And everyone's coughing.
I sat down with Mike.
I sat on his leopard bed, and we had a conversation about my child.
So where's your bump boxes?
I got a bump box.
What
mini.
is that? I don't even know what that is.
It's like a little pager. And it's like a little Bluetooth speaker. I can put it on my belt when I'm jogging.
Oh, okay.
So I can listen to my conservative radio.
The hell?
Anyway, let's see who won this category, which I already forgot.
Well, we didn't get to it yet, right?
No, this is what...
this is the winner. Best segment fail.
Best segment fail.
Yes. I think this is it.
This segment, yeah.
Here we go.
The winner for Best Tom and Dan segment fail is... Greenie and Mr. Snarts! This is the first and only win for Greenie and Mr. Snarts, as Tom has vowed never to pick up his puppet again.
Drew, this is obviously going horribly.
Yeah, Drew, I got to be real with you, man.
Yeah. This is
you prepared so much that this reeks of business, baby.
Let's have a talk here.
Yeah.
Let's take a pause. Let's take a pause.
Take your background off so we can get sad. I want to see what's on. You have to take your background off.
Do you have a creepy mirror behind you? What's in the red Solo cup?
Take your background.
Drink now.
Fuzzy cider.
We're doing it.
He's got a cider.
Oh, he's drinking a cider.
Okay,
Fast, nervous.
Turn your background off so we can see how sad your apartment is.
yeah, turn it off. We can see.
I'll turn it off.
All right.
He's got great teeth and that beard.
Yeah. But it's all facade.
You are. You broke him, Tom.
I don't know how to do it.
Not that professional.
Even worse.
You broke me, dang it.
You did. You win. This is the bid now. It's called.
We break you.
Yeah, we break you. Now think about that. That's a great play on words because we could either give you your big break or we'll break your heart.
Best old man thing. Dan's old man burp.
I better use.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to throw up on the desk.
Tom's old man burp.
This was like a couple days ago when it was monsooning outside, even though monsoons every day. So,
oh my God. Hey, everybody, it's Gorilla Monsoon from the WWF. What are you doing?
That old man burp talk. God damn it!
Tom's fart attack.
Like, that's going to be the rarity. Like, that'll be the small amount.
What the fuck was that?
You're turning into a bird.
Oh my
God. Damn it!
That was weird.
A hairball?
That was so weird. That was weird.
Some weird.
You had a fart attack.
Did you just die?
Are you all right? Because you did like that. You were like, Sophie, like the fucking record was skipping.
God, it's kicking in.
Dan's Barney burp.
Oh man,
there it is.
We certainly do appreciate it.
Hold on.
Jesus.
That may be the exact cadence and sound of Barney from The Simpsons.
Tom's paper bag chirp.
And I said paper, please, because my wife, she wants me to only get paper because she gets mad if I get any plastic because obviously the plastic just ends up in a landfill.
Yeah. Yep. Or
so
mouth.
I say paper, and then the cashier said, "Oh, you must care about the environment." And then
we got an old man here.
Here's where the chirper I should have just said.
Keep it moving. You should have kept going.
Like, yes, I did
earlier.
No, you just say thank you very much. Environment, yes.
But instead, I was in a chirping mood apparently because I said
Adderall kicked in.
I said, what's funny is that when I was your age.
No, I've never done that. That's a bad one, man.
I think we talked about this before, but I mean, people are listening to us turn into old men, right?
Yeah.
Like think about when you started radio and you're
young and fresh
in your 20s, and let's say we end this hopefully in another 20 years. So you'll be in there, Daniel will be in his 60s or whatever.
I don't know. That's pretty daunting.
I'll be 60, and then someone could potentially have listened to you,
grown up with you,
from your 20s, early 20s till your 60s, your entire goddamn life.
If you want to, we don't want to make it weird. There are certain people that listen to me and that have had a child, and then that child has become an adult and died.
Hold on, what do you mean? Oh, like the child?
Like there's been a dad and mom who listened to me and brought their kid to see me, and then they listened to me, and then that child became like an adult and then died.
Of like an adult
causes,
age,
there's like a car accident or something, but it's just it is.
Yeah.
I know that sounds harsh, but just don't take it as take it as just the world.
Yeah,
it is very weird to me to think that there are people that have listened to me as a kid and then become an adult and do adult
to you
things.
As a kid.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I saw
very odd. It's weird.
What was that social media thing that you posted?
You could have read it. It wasn't social media. She put it in our text. It wasn't social media. It was a text message to us, and she said this was the anniversary of the.
11 years ago today, or whatever the hell it was.
It was the Camel Girl we did it up at. It's the
No, it was at Mellow Mushroom.
Oh, it was at Mellow Mushroom
Yeah.
with the keg. That was the
Yep.
Terrapin beer. That was our 3-year or 2-year.
Oh, I want to say 3.
I want to say 3-year. And Samantha had seen us out there.
You guys were doing trivia.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then
Me and Travis had just went to a Orlando Magic game. We came straight from the game to Mellow Mushroom, proceeded to get drunk as hell, talked your ears off, kept yelling at Tom about his hoodie because it looked like he had Jolly Ranchers on him. I remember it very vividly, even though I was drunk.
Was that the green hoodie? Yeah.
Yep, the green hoodie. Yep.
The green turtle hoodie. And I
And
wore
then I
a
got my
yellow
Lambo
hoodie.
Dick shirt, and that's what I was like. My whole point of going was to get the Lambo Dick shirt.
There you go.
You know,
Did we give it to you for free?
No, you didn't know me then.
I'll give you $20. I'll give you $20.
You gave me a lot of shirts after that when I worked for free.
Okay, all right.
We make a lot of jokes about getting old, but I remember back in radio days, we used to make fun of like different hosts for being old, like especially when I was in my early 20s.
And fast ads.
Yeah, but I remember them having a conversation with me after in the office talking about like, hey, cut out the old jokes and shit. I don't like that, because they didn't want to let the audience know that they were getting old.
We
or
had to
something.
tell Bubba to knock that off too. I remember that conversation. That was in the same time period where we had to tell him because he'd be like, I'm just an old guy. And he'd say things, and you'll remember back in the day, he'd say things like, age is a shipwreck. And then we'd have to, like, eventually, we'd have to, like, hey, knock that shit off, Grandpa. You can't be, like, saying that all the time.
But he was right.
Yeah.
He is
but
right.
also, it was funny that they were
He wasn't being funny when he said it either. He was being real.
But people were like, don't mention that I'm old because they'll know. As if,
Guess
like,
what, buddy?
you're going to hide. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't say your nationality. We don't want people knowing who you are.
But it's
weird.
It's odd that you're like, they listen to you talk every day. Like, you make fun of everything. Like, what are you not supposed to mention or make fun of yourself about getting old? Because
Everyone gets old.
Yeah, because they're somehow going to be like, oh, these guys are young.
Young and him. They're on TikTok.
It was like,
what do you know?
Like certain hosts would pick and choose when they wanted to make fun of themselves. You know, it was like sometimes they were like, don't make fun of me, and sometimes they were like, I can only make fun. It's I guess it's different for everybody, but I'm with you, man. I always thought it was fun to make fun of that sort. It's fun to do that now with me.
You make fun of whatever's real.
Yeah.
Like, the audience isn't stupid. Like, the people listen to us know us. And, pretending like you're young is bullshit. Like, right? Like,
It's also what that orphan did in that fucking movie. Remember? It was a midget the whole time, or a little person. And she was, like, pretending to be an adopted daughter, but she was like a 14-year-old, right?
Oh, yeah.
And doesn't she come on to the dad in that movie?
Yeah, oh, yeah. There's that. Yeah.
That's a weird movie.
I never watched that movie because you guys spoiled it for me.
The best part of the ending is with the dad's like, oh, God, thank God she's a midget. He says that.
Oh, no.
No, he doesn't say that, but it would be funny, right? He's like, I'm not a pedophile because that was a midget the whole time.
Oh, that's Tom's logic.
So if she was a cartoon, too, that's
right, yeah.
double jeopardy.
Joke's on you, cartoon midget. I'm fine.
Let's see who wins best old man things or whatever the hell this is.
The winner for Best Old Man Thing is Dan's Old Man Burp.
Or maybe the shed with the hydro inside of it would be the motivator needed because of... You'd look at it and you'd be like, well, it's a $7,000 row machine with an $18,000 shed with drywall and air. I better use...
Oh, my God. I thought you were going to throw up on the desk.
I was going to, but I pulled it back.
Oh, my God.
I had to pull it back.
You old man talk burp.
You dad talk burp.
Yeah, I'm shocked because that was truly...
was natural.
It was truly surprising.
It scared the hell out of you. I saw it in your eyes.
Oh, I was terrified. I've never been... I thought the plane was going down. I'm not even on a plane.
Oh, man.
Make that a category for the awards. The most old man thing.
No, I think I'm the clear winner.
Oh, yeah, but I'm sure there's something.
My heart is racing right now.
I know.
I was like, well, that's how he goes. He's just going to vomit and die. Hello, Sam. Possibly Tom. And...
Insert new employee name here.
Welcome to the He Finally Did It Studio Startup Program. Let's begin.
To the right of the console desk is the main iMac. You wanna make sure that's turned on. Hey! You're gonna need that for editing and videos and camera. Then you wanna load up OBS. That's the free program that we need for our video screen. Hey! But we can't forget the podcast. We need to boot the old machine. There's a lot that goes on in here. There's a lot that you don't know. Now that I'm dead, who's gonna run the show? So by now, both the iMac and the old machine are booted. You're going to want to access screen sharing and then connect them both using the host name. Then start GarageBand on the old machine and connect the Focusrite interface. Now that you've gained all access, you want to open up the template labeled master file. And never save over this, because that could be disastrous. There's a lot that goes on in here. There's a lot that you don't know. Now that I'm dead, who's going to run the show? This concludes Course 1 of 15.
Best Norm insult. Norm eats glass pipe.
Oh my God, our friend Norm in here, he has a one when he was 16.
Not really.
And it wasn't even marijuana. It was because he had paraphernalia on him.
What do you have, a little glass bowl?
Yeah, he had a little glass bowl. Yeah. I'm sorry, Norm. That's really sad, dude.
Should have ate it.
Glass pipe?
Yeah.
Well, you
You can eat anything. That's Norm. So anyway, sorry, Skylar. We're just bullying one of our listeners. We do
Tom
that a lot.
calling one of our listeners obese. I'm so sorry.
He likes it. He likes it.
Big fat sucker.
Norm bought a pair.
Yeah, well, Norm is
He
just,
buys
he's a
everything.
big fat sucker.
He is a big fat sucker.
Stop.
Big fat suckers buy everything.
Poor Norm. Norm, I love you.
They're easy to be swindled. If you're looking for a mark, aim at the big fat sucker.
Norm at buffet.
And you just put them in there, and then the jellyfish just kind of float into everything, and then just kind of they stick to it, and that's how they kind of eat. And then they
it's like watching
somehow
Norm at a
suck them into
buffet. It kind of falls into the food, and it just goes into all the holes.
Yeah.
Speed of light.
Well, Norm just said he used to stare at light bulbs as a kid to make himself more tired. I didn't know that's a thing.
Yeah, for big kids it is. Yeah, for the fatter ones. Light bulbs are so tiring for fat people.
Yeah. Even the light going, the speed of light is tiring to them. Watching something go that fast.
Oh, God, the speed of light. That's why we don't have any friends. I mean, like, this is...
No,
also, we
likes
pull
it.
other people into it. Like, did you hear Cadillac Pat with, like, didn't even care. He's like, oh, yeah, get him. Fat guy. Fat guy's light bulbs, totally.
You know, Norm is a good sport.
Put that down for next year. Have we ever had a burp within the show?
It wasn't even a
This is
burp.
a last-minute entry, right? Can you win?
It wasn't even a burp. It was like,
what was that?
I don't. It's like,
I think it's the Corona.
Yeah, the last, the last bit of
bubble.
Corona.
I don't know about you guys, but I can only say I can't talk as good as I used to.
No.
Because of Corona. My words are
I feel
all
like I
weird.
sound different.
Yeah, I sound differently.
So Norm, I don't even know when did that start with Brett even calling him Norm.
Well, that was his Twitch handle.
Oh yeah.
Why did he pick Norm?
I don't know. It's Normal, Florida. It's NORML, but we always just call him Norm.
I mean, maybe I'm the old dude, but something that really bothers me because I don't see the logic in it is, and I have no problem with like video games and TikTok or anything. Like, I love that kind of shit, but I do get a little weird on screen names because I don't like, and I think you and I've always been this way. It's less about me getting old and more about like, I don't understand why you wouldn't want a better name. For instance, like PewDiePie, right? Mm-hmm. I would want a better name than that. Like, I wouldn't want to be, like, when I see Jimmy Fallon, hey, welcome everybody, PewDiePie. I'm like, that's weird, right? Wouldn't it be better if he were like, you know, like, I don't know, something different? I'm just trying to answer the question the way I truly feel. It's not, is that supposed to be young in that it's a...
I think it's supposed to be whatever you want it to be, right? A lot of people do it for anonymity.
Yeah.
You know?
But is it kind of like when you pick okay, so when you're...
What was your original AOL screen name?
Twain 305.
Right, but you grow out of that, right? So that's like a PewDiePie.
Yeah.
I feel like you do grow out of that. So I feel like if you're a 30-year-old man, you can't be PewDiePie anymore. I feel like you're going to be like Mr. Pewdie or Pewt.
But
no,
PewDiePie...
till you die. Just like Lil Wayne, always going to be Kid Rock, always going to be Kid Rock.
I have a problem with that, I think.
It's weird though with these like new influencers because they probably started with maybe not the intention of being huge. Like Kid Rock, he started being Kid Rock because he wanted to be a rock star that was worldwide famous. So he chose the name Kid Rock.
Hip hop, right?
Yeah. But if you're PewDiePie, you could have just chosen a name when you're a 16-year-old gamer or whatever the fuck, YouTuber, and then you wanted to get famous, but you probably you didn't put that much thought into it because you're like, oh, whatever, this is my name. And then you got famous. Now you can't change it because everybody knows you as PewDiePie, right?
PewDiePie makes sense, though.
What
it does and it does.
Why?
Because he's a gamer and he's pew 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 is the sound, and instead of cutie pie is PewDiePie. It makes sense.
Oh, I didn't even know.
It always made sense to me. Just to me, it's like a baby name.
It is very childlike, I guess, but I don't know. It works, but I don't know why Norm goes by Norm.
For instance, I got a guy that I follow on YouTube, and this is where I think there is some truth to what you're saying. I think you actually nailed this one, Tom, because there's a guy I follow that does Madden. Like, all he does is Madden, right? He's a Twitch Madden guy, but he puts up his videos, and I follow him to get, like, tips and tricks on which cards you can gather. And dude is done with Madden, and he don't want to do it anymore. And he's like...
Sick of it?
Yeah, he's so sick. And he's like, I can't do this channel anymore. But he's got so many subscribers, and he's trying to get us, and I'll throw myself in there because I subscribe, and he's trying to get us to watch his photography channel, and that shit sucks, and I don't want to watch it, and I don't tell him the shit sucks, and I did subscribe. I did go and find his Billy's photography, and I subscribed to it, but the number, like if you look proportionally of where it's at, it ain't gonna work. He's either going to have to do the Madden thing or he's done.
Well, it's like Mark McGrath. Like he's like wanted to be a hardcore or like metal band, right?
They were more band, like a punk band,
or punk or whatever. And
listen to any other song on that album, the one that broke them. Any other song.
The songs that got popular were the more poppy songs, and then he just went with
that. They transitioned to it,
yeah, because he's
that's
like,
where the money is.
Yeah, that's what people want, right?
Fly was the only song on that album, if I remember correctly, because it's one of my wife's favorite albums. But that album by Sugar Ray called Fly, the song featuring Supercats, he was an addition.
Yeah,
they originally did that song, and then the song hit, and they're like, "Oh, put a reggae guy on there because that's got a vibe." And then the rest is history.
So going back to this category and the best Norm insult, I will tell you that being the type of personality that we all know we can poke fun at, and you can mess around with a person and they take it as a joke, you know what I'm saying?
Until you start texting about it.
If Norm read
I'm never letting it go. I'm never letting it go.
If Norm read our text, I'll never let it go. Trust me.
Because when I saw...
You didn't get your shit read.
I saw Brett, who's actually Norm, at Hourglass. When we
I feel weird calling him Brett, even though that's his actual name. Yeah.
Because when you put...
He's never Brett to me.
No,
I'll never call him Brett.
Because we're making fun of a fictional character Norm that we constantly bully, and that's become the joke.
It becomes real if you call him Brett. Then I can't do it. He's Norm to me.
Yeah, you're right. But
because he and his crew and his gal, they're all sweet. Everybody there like that.
You have to be a super nice person to be able to do that, right? Like if the guy was like any sort of a dickhead type, we wouldn't gravitate towards constantly making the joke.
Offended, yeah.
Or they like it too much. It's like Norm is kind of like, I don't know if he likes it or he's just like he's neutral.
He's the perfect embodiment of
just too nice.
Vibe of our show. Wouldn't you agree? Almost like a mascot, if you will.
Yeah.
If you look at the way he rolls. He is a good human embodiment of the vibe we want for our show, which is we're not taking things too seriously. We're certainly not here to piss you off. We are here to have fun. At the end of the day, we try to be good people. That's it.
Also, Fatso with the beard, which is that's our core.
Follow him on Twitch, by the way, if you guys.
Well, it's in my core. My true core is Fatso. Hey, where are we at on that? Is Jana still hate the fat people?
I don't know. She canceled with us our last month.
She can't cancel me. I didn't grab her ass.
Maybe we said something that offended her.
No, she's fine. Anyway, best Norm insult.
Yeah.
The winner for best Norm insult is Big Fat Sucker. This is the very first win for Norm, who we really do like a great deal and thank for his loyalty.
Josh did an ad for Vapor Shades,
Vaporshades.com. That's
Yeah.
right. Check them out. Tell them Tuttle sent you for 15% off your entire order.
Yeah, I listen to the Tuttle Daily podcast. I am a subscriber and listener.
Is it a vape pen or is it sunglasses?
You'll never know.
It's both. It's 2 in 1. It's a vape pen in your sunglasses.
Norm
Brilliant.
bought a pair.
Yeah, well, Norm is just,
buys
he's a
everything.
big fat
That's
sucker.
He is a big fat sucker.
Stop.
Big fat suckers buy everything.
Poor Norm.
They're
Norm, I love you.
They're easy to be swindled. If you're looking for a mark, aim at the big fat sucker. Easy to hit to.
You know what? There's some very simplistic insults you can call people. Like calling, like you could call somebody the F word. It's terrible. No, if I called Norm, I'm like, oh, he's a big fat sucker. He's a big fat bozo, big fat ding dong. All of those are great.
Yeah.
All of those are fantastic. You big fat ding dong. You're just a big fat ding dong.
Best bad parenting. Tom Watermonster.
Bulldozer parents are the parents that push everything out of the way for their kids. There's no, like, so the flushing
Like,
noise,
no
and you're like, you
obstacles?
can't have a loud whoosh noise.
Well, I thought that was scaring them away from the toilet, so I thought that by not making them afraid of, because they wouldn't want to go in there because they're like, I'm scared of the
You
loud
just have
toilet.
to normalize it. You have to show them that you have to reinforce the idea that this is normal. So you just have to act normal when it's happening and say, look, this is how it sounds. This is how it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, don't start covering it up
when
like
it
it's a
goes
big bad
off-
monster, flush
When it
monster.
goes off, Tom goes, yeah!
It's going!
You're insane, man.
Every time the automatic flushing goes off, Tom screams, it's the water monster! Coming to eat your balls!
Telling bad stories.
But I was telling them that I've never been arrested, but one time I got detained because I was walking to Subway with my childhood friend Menahem, and it was curfew in Miami, and a police officer picked us up and then called our parents. But then I was trying to explain to him, like, but my intention wasn't bad. We just wanted to walk Subway, but we know we shouldn't have gone out late, because they're like, did you get in trouble? And I was like, not really.
They think you're a bad boy now.
Yeah, but then I'm like, should I be telling him this? Like
and then they go to school, they're like, my dad's trying to rob a Subway with Menahem.
And then one time I smoked weed with cocaine in it. It was a thing back in the day.
I tell them everything.
It was the 90s.
I tell Maisie everything. I'm like, before your mom, there were like 2 other girls that I really liked. And I was dating them good. You know what you
doing?
No, I don't.
Oh, you telling about the putting down the tarp?
Oh yeah, the tarp, the baby oil, the parties I was having.
Remember,
I show them pictures of it. I take them on Instagram. I go, this could have been your mom. You would look different though. You'd have her nose.
Maisie's Hooters shirt.
Daniel will legitimately like it.
I love it.
He's giving him free publicity right now. He loves it.
I buy their clothing. I bought my daughter a T-shirt that says "Future Hooters Girl." I own that. I effing own that.
No.
Ask my wife.
No, come on.
Time for bath cheese balls.
So I sit on that and I use a dry erase board, and then I bring some.
I'm gonna teach myself.
And then
dog.
And then we play this game where I write down words, and then they try to read them.
They're teaching you to read from the back.
No, I'm doing it for them.
God.
And then they read the word. If they read it, I give them a treat, like a pirate's booty or
Pirate's booty.
While they're in the bath? You're feeding them in the bath? What the fuck are you doing over there?
A Cheez-It or a cheese ball. They love cheese balls.
In the bath? Cheese balls in the bath.
Cheese fingers in my tub.
It's like gummo.
Cheese balls in the bath.
And their hands are wet, so I do feed it to them.
We didn't really dig into that one, but that one is, I mean, that would hurt. That one I'm afraid to ask questions about. Cheese balls, like that one, I feel
it's an interesting bath time snack.
No, but I feel like that's the one that everybody's like, well, yeah, that one wins, right? And it doesn't, and then we never go back to it because it's too crazy. I feel like that one snuck in. It's like, it is weird to me that your sons are standing there nude, wet, and you're dropping cheese-flavored crackers in their mouth, and they're like, why did they get the cheese-flavored crackers? Well, they were learning to read. But you explain that to an alien.
What's the chances that our kids ever go back and listen to these shows? Zero, right?
Zero,
Like,
yeah.
like no one. If our parents
I
did some
barely-
If
sort
it's
of-
a nerd, like possibly Tommy.
I barely go back and
Is
look
he
at
that nerdy,
old
or am I just
pictures.
stereotyping him because of glasses?
yeah,
He's
this
not,
is yeah.
I don't think he's very nerdy.
Max
No.
is well. I mean, yeah. it
Either
does-
I don't think either of them are very nerdy.
Because like the only people that really would are like people that care about like their family history and stuff, and they go back and dig through like their family tree.
And
Otherwise,
you
you
usually
don't
get
care,
that
right?
later, right? You're not going to get that when you're in any form of adolescence. You're not going to
Correct.
be
You don't
like,
care.
nah.
Well, okay. I bet there's like children of radio people
Children of radio people.
that we could ask and be like, "Did you ever go
Casey
back?"
Kasem's daughter, wasn't she? Didn't she want to kill him or something?
What about Jeff Howe's son, Casey?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
Somebody.
I heard it, though.
Who was that?
That's the Rona roll.
That was me. Yeah.
Somebody. What do you got?
That's that Rona monster trying to come out.
How you been doing on your food?
Yeah. What do you mean?
You been?
Oh, real bad.
Me too.
Oh man, I've gained like 10 pounds.
No,
Yeah.
I weigh the same, but I only eat shit.
Oh, I've been eating.
Like
I
only
got
survived off of cookies. I'm like a real elf now.
I've been cooking crazy.
Yeah, once Crystal got it and we gave up, we started Uber Eats everything.
Yeah.
Dude, I Uber Eats a cheesesteak from
Yes, yes, they have great cheesesteaks.
Aruga sauce?
Yes.
I've never
and I
had
got
it.
wings and I'm eating them fatter
Wings
than ever.
and a cheesesteak. Oh, I want that so
See, I've just been
bad.
having food delivered
No, Andrew
like,
won't
to
let me-
cook.
Andrew won't let me do
I'm
nothing.
like, at least I'm doing something. But
Andrew won't let me do nothing, and everything is letter of the law. She will not move the COVID goalpost for nothing. Like, she is like, we got to do it. We got to do the thing. She sets a fucking timer for everybody. How long have you been in the bed? Get up. Move your legs. Clots. Clots. You have clots. She's yelling. She's whipping her feet. Maisie can't go nowhere. I can't go nowhere. I forgot my mask. She's like, put your mask on and go to the car. If you're not taking it seriously, fuck off. All I want to do is I just want DeSantis to adopt me. That's what I want. Adopt me. Make me your son.
All right, let's see who wins for best worst parenting.
The winner for Best Bad Parenting Moment is Macy's Hooters shirt.
Nobody else that endorses Hooters
They don't even touch Hooters.
likes Hooters. That's true.
That's probably true.
Daniel will legitimately like it.
I
and
love it.
He's giving him free publicity right now. He loves it.
I buy their clothing.
Yeah.
I bought my daughter a T-shirt that says
Yeah.
"Future Hooters Girl." I own that. I effing own that.
No.
Ask my wife.
No, come on.
You got my wife's number. Call her right now. I'm going on the record.
I believe him at this point.
No,
It's
you did not
ridiculous.
buy Maisie a future.
Sometimes you don't believe my tall tales.
You bought Maisie a future Hooters girl shirt.
I will let the boss tell you whether or not I bought Maisie
No.
future Hooters shirt.
Andrea,
Tom's
I
putting
got
her
a
on the
question.
spot. Not me, because they
Hold
don't
on.
believe me.
Don't influence her.
Yeah, don't influence.
Andrea, how you doing?
Good.
It's been on the record that that the Dennis family loves Hooters, right? We've talked about it. You enjoy their wings.
Who yelled at me because I even changed our Hooters plans and we went and shifted to another place that wasn't as good for wings and you were mad?
Yes.
Yes, and
That happened last week, by the way.
And that's been on the record. By the way, I'm putting it out there that we should have Hooters as a sponsor because Daniel will be the only person that legitimately endorses Hooters and likes going there.
My wife loves Hooters more than me, sir.
The Dennis family
We
loves
bought
Hooters.
we bought our daughter a Hooters shirt.
There it
She has
is.
a Hooters shirt.
But what does it say on
It
it?
says future Hooters girl.
Yeah, it's pretty inappropriate. I need to. I should shoot you guys a picture. It's in her closet right now.
It's true.
I cannot believe
Hold
that.
on, nothing says trashy. Then saying we bought our daughter a future Hooters girl shirt while a tiny peepee dog barks in the background.
Most embarrassing live client moment. Trulieve. mouth flavors.
So, does it have to do, when you say flavor, is it my taste bud flavor? Like, I don't.
What other flavor are you?
Those two.
Do you have other flavors we don't know about? Like, can you taste with your butt, Tom? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, no, I guess that was a stupid question.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd ask that.
Well, because
is you talking about my flavors?
My mouth flavors?
You talk about my mouth flavors? Emily, is that what you talk about? Them there mouth flavors?
I'm sorry. I'm embarrassing myself.
ABC, the peach old fashioned.
So, Indy, what drink are we going to make today?
So we are going to take the concept of an old fashioned, but we're in Florida. It's a little hot, so we're going to do a peachy old fashioned. So
peachy old fashioned.
Is there an apple in there?
It's actually a peach.
God.
Did you forget what kind of drink we were having?
Zoom with OCLS.
In different locations, we have Scotty, Rebecca, and Cynthia. How you guys doing?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Doing well, thank you.
No problem. Now, Cynthia is in her bedroom, I believe, because I could see the laundry hamper in the background.
That's my husband's laundry.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, wow. Great. So this is a business meeting, and
you're calling out her laundry.
I must have missed the meeting of where it was.
Now we're on the show. It's different.
I'll talk about a person.
I must have missed the part where we were supposed to point out people's laundry hampers.
What's right there?
I say Scotty and the hotties, and I'm some sort of pariah here.
Well, that was during the small talk.
You sit around here and you
say the laundry when we're on the show.
You throw your cancer culture at me to try and intimidate me, sir?
Blanchard, Orlando's Batman.
But then they'll see this cool car and they'll be like, whoa, maybe my dad isn't a plant nerd and he's got some sort of hidden like Batman style life that I don't know about.
You're going to lie to yourself and say that you are Orlando's Batman and you drive around in a white bloodstained car. This is the bad. Jamie, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. This might be my favorite one. I laughed really hard during all of that.
Oh man. I never have I never have a conversation with the clients after these embarrassing moments where I'm like,
we just assume that they enjoyed the hell out of it, right?
Well, I think that they think that it's all planned, and I did this like, oh, he's doing the character of the bumbling talk show
but they don't
host.
know it's real.
They're like, this is like Between Two Ferns, and he's doing the brilliant Zach Galifianakis.
There's a new one of those, by the way. It just came
improv, and that's what I think they think, and that's why I don't ever say it.
Did you hear the whole bit? He did the whole mouth.
The way Indy said it's a peach, I'm pretty sure she did the math.
I'm surprised Indy came back.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Indy came back.
Or they just feel bad for me, so they're like,
so.
We should keep sponsoring their show because the real dumb one,
he'll never make it anywhere else.
I don't know what it is.
See,
Swiss cheese.
The peachy one where we said peach twice.
She literally said a peachy old fashioned. Followed up with, is that an apple?
Yeah, and
I think that's doctored.
She said, no, it's not doctored.
Some of these are doctored.
She says it's a little hot. We're going to make a peachy old fashioned, and I go peachy. I reiterate what she's saying.
I don't even remember saying half of these things. So I think this is an imposter doing my voice. That's not even me. I don't think I'm that stupid.
Well, we have the Twitch videos to prove
like that.
No, the deepfake.
Yeah, deepfake. We should call our show deepfake. We're not this stupid. The whole show is deepfake.
The entire everything from years ago. It started deepfaking 4 years ago.
It's like that show that they actually do a show like that. South Park creators did it. It's all deepfakes. Have you seen that?
No. What is it?
It's all online. It's Trey Parker and Matt Stone. They do a deepfake show. And they mostly use, like, political figures, like a lot of Trump. But it's all deepfakes. Like, the whole show is deepfakes. And it becomes difficult to watch after a while. Because of the way I'm, like, I don't know. It's weird, but it's interesting. They do a damn good job.
But it was kind of like listening to Dreams, right? We were like, wait a minute. This, it's funny because it looks real, but it's not real. So is it even funny?
Well, they write. So they're doing a voice, but then they're taking, like...
Real
famous people's faces and making them new characters. So I see what they're trying to do, and it is interesting, but it's just like, it's not my bag, but, it's cool.
Well, let's see who wins for the most embarrassing. Although it's all me being an idiot, so I'm the loser here. Here we go.
The winner for most embarrassing live client moment is ABC, the Peach Old Fashioned.
So, Indy, what drink are we going to make today?
So we are going to take the concept of an old fashioned, but we're in Florida. It's a little hot, so we're going to do a peachy old fashioned. So
Peachy old fashioned.
Is there an apple in there?
It's actually a peach.
God.
Did you forget what kind of drink we were having?
We only said it like
I don't know
times.
where to
It
put
was a
this in the
peach
end of the year
old-fashioned.
awards, but I feel like it has to
Embarrassment
have.
in front of our clients.
I mean, I know, but
Write this down again.
the whole segment? Are we going to
God
listen to the
damn
whole
it.
segment? There's no way we can listen to the whole segment while it embarrasses me in front of Indy. We've been drinking and talking about peach whiskey the whole time.
I've never seen anybody cut a peach.
I got an apple? You are so dumb.
I like to eat my peaches on the bus hole.
I like to eat my peaches on the balls.
It's just a nice garnish, you guys. You gotta have it. If you're gonna be drinking at home, might as well make it pretty too.
Oh my
God,
God.
We should have thrown it in the St. John's River. As I watch our download steady dwindle, I know there is hope in these listeners, but I can't bring myself to tell them I have no clue what I'm doing, and Dan doesn't care. Go easy on us listeners. Dan acts like a child. He's the size of 1, 2. Butler's always chirping at me. One day I'll have to choose. He knows what I'm gonna do. Go easy on me.
Sport Subaru, Sport Mitsubishi.
Yeah, if you're looking to buy a car this coming year and you are looking for a Subaru or Mitsubishi, go talk to our buddy Mike Stacks. He works over there on Sport Subaru and Mitsubishi right there on West Colonial Drive in front of the fairgrounds. And talk to him to be getting that VIP experience. And if you're looking for anything on the Chevy side, a truck or that mid-engine Corvette, anything Chevy related, it's Don Mealy Chevrolet in Claremont. And JC Harrelson, he is the general sales manager over there. Just talk to JC and he'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, there's a button at tomadan.com that you can click through and let them know that you're coming. Get the VIP treatment. And again, tell them you're a BDM. We love that, and they love that as well.
Yep, it's dmchevy.com and Sport Subaru and Sport Mitsubishi right there in West Colonial Drive.
Best vanism. Boat cops hate poor people.
Here's the thing. Boat cops, just like real cops, hate poor people.
The funniest thing you've ever said.
You hate what you love.
You hate what you love, though.
What? I've never heard the phrase, you hate what you love.
I'm writing that down for a t-shirt idea.
Write that down. You hate what you that was hard to figure out. I almost yelled the F word. That's hard. That would hurt.
I never learned or was taught a lesson.
My mom may not want to hear this, but I never learned or was taught a lesson. Ever.
You see only what you see.
All the other stuff that you never see, so it's like, of course, it gets discounted because you don't see it. You see only what you see.
You see only what you see. That one is good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my favorite is you hate what you love. Because I like that one because you're so confident. You did. Okay, there's a kid. I think I've told this story before. There was a kid at the community pool, and there was a mole cricket that had fallen in a drain at the community pool, and Maisie scooped it out with a Frisbee and then laid its lifeless mole cricket body on the concrete, and this kid runs up, I run up, Maisie runs up, and we're all looking at it, and the kid's like, oh yeah, you found one of those toe biters. That's definitely that's a toe biter. That's a grade A toe, and he was dead set toe. The amount of confidence that you have, yeah, you definitely hate what you love.
Yeah.
What they say, you hate what you, the confidence.
Yeah, because
so confident, you fucking toe biter, you're confident.
And the absolute confusion of Dan going, what?
Yeah, you hate what you love.
Dumb people will make mistakes and then pretend like they meant to do that.
Yes.
That's what it is. And you're like, I meant to say that. It's
You doubled down.
What were you meaning? Like
I have
you
no
eventually hate what you, or you hate, you become what you hate?
Yeah.
Is that what
I think that's what he was.
This award show has made me question a lot because a lot of
award show is all about you, man.
I didn't mean for it to be like this.
It's some selfish shit.
Is it selfish? Because it makes me look horrible. Like it's like this guy is an idiot.
I don't know why you want to do this every year.
I don't.
He didn't want to do this
You
one.
came up with all these categories.
He didn't want to do this one. I just found this on my desk the day after Bumper left. And it said, please execute last wishes. I'm like, all right. I guess that wasn't it. It's like this. This is on my desk the day Butler left.
Bad motherfucker. All right, here we go.
The winner for Vanism of the Year is Boat Cops Hate Poor People.
Here's the thing. Boat cops, just like real cops, hate poor people.
The funniest thing you've ever said. They will choke on my electric lemonade.
They will fuck you.
Oh, they're going to fuck you sideways.
Oh, yeah. They see you coming, and they're like, these people don't have shit.
Best Tom Veto. Veto 1.
Because I'm not a crazy, but I'll compromise with you. But like, I'm fucking today.
Veto 2.
Oh,
Veto.
man, you're Don Vito crazy today.
But that's the life you want to live, right?
Veto 3. Veto 4.
Yeah. Because I'm not just going to be like, all right,
You're too awkward, man. You're too awkward.
Veto 5.
But no one even.
That might be the chef. You are becoming Don Vito. Oh man! And I think about it every time because like Bam comes up in because he's Bam extra crazy. He's putting up pictures of his kid with Santa Claus. Have you seen any of these?
No.
Every day he'll put up a new picture of him when he was like 18.
Oh yeah, that's when
your spy really got out of control.
Yeah. Well,
I see it with a lot of older porn stars. Like, her name was Raven-S. Do you remember Raven-S?
No.
I remember the name.
Yeah. She was. She had pubes before it became in.
Oh, she started back with the pubes.
Yeah, she started back with the bush before it became in. But Raven-S occasionally. Like, you go on her Twitter, and then you'll, like, nothing for months, and then it'll be one Tuesday night, she'll be dumping all the old nudes, cropping out people, like, there's arms in the photo. It becomes cryptic and sad. You can tell she's on the shit.
Yeah, you're having a manic episode.
Yeah, you're having a problem.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Shout out to Melissa for sending me those veto moments, by the way.
Yeah. Thanks to Melissa for
She's the best.
Putting together all the great Twitch clips this year. They've been awesome.
So good.
And Melissa started doing that on her own accord, and we were like, man, this is awesome. Let's get it sponsored. And now Melissa's, a part of the team with putting out content, and she does an awesome job. And she comes up with all those ideas herself. So she's super talented. I tell her all the time, I'm like, what's funny, and that's a talent.
Yeah, her timing is so good.
To be able to edit together the show, and a lot of times she'll take something that wasn't inherently funny at the time and make it funny, and that's a talent. So thanks, Melissa. All right, let's see who won for best veto.
The winner for Tom Veto of the Year is Veto 3.
All right, that was great.
You guys did an awesome job. Seriously.
It was the best of times. It was the worst.
I like us
Mostly the worst
feigning.
of times.
I like us feigning reaction there too. We're like, oh, hey, what good, what a great show! Wow.
It was a lot of me bumbling around.
Yeah.
Next year we're gonna let's
me.
remember to get Daniel.
Yeah, get me.
I think it's just one of those things where it's like, didn't something happen to the right?
I don't know. Just throw it all at the wall.
Yeah.
Did they laugh one time? Okay.
Huge thanks to all our sponsors, including JustCallMo.com.
Indeed.
Our lawyer, and if you're injured on the go, Just Call Mo. And all of our sponsors that have helped out this entire time. You guys can find them all at TomDan.com. Huge thanks to all the BDMs who have stuck with us for all these years.
Yeah. Got a lot of great messages. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all you guys. Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, and speaking of that, next year in 2022, we're going to start doing some BDM events and stuff and figuring out how to do it. Coming back slow and safe because it seems like, like we all got corona. It's,
a lot of people got COVID for Christmas.
Yeah, my neighbors.
Kind of easy to get now, I feel like. So.
Yeah, so we still want to be safe with everybody and make sure everybody's safe, but we'll start doing some BDM events next year and all that, we'll let you guys know.
I wanted you to say all that jazz so bad.
No, he'll never say that because
turning
I
into
say
an old
that.
man.
No, I say all that
Well,
jazz.
now
and
I'm
he gets all mad. He gets all mad.
We're going to write it down and play it for next year's award show. So thanks to all the BDMs out there. Thank you to all our sponsors.
Love you guys. You guys are the best listeners in the world, and we're sorry we got COVID and fucked up the year.
Yeah.
Because we had a better plan. Finally, we had a plan.
Yeah, but we're back. We're back open, baby.
Yeah.
And at least for the meantime, I think we'll be good for a little bit.
Immunities now.
Yep.
I'm going on Busey's bus twice. Twice on the bus.
You guys have a great new year, and we'll see you in 2022.